Hi, this is Darren, your starting over coach, with another episode of Just Talk So We Can Listen. Today's topic is going to be, are we too vain to change? And what I mean by that, have we come so used to a programmed society that we no longer have any standards? We no longer have a certain guidelines that we will not cross. We've gotten to the point that anything goes. We don't hesitate to do anything. And here's where I'm going. My goal is to always try to help people understand how to be healthy and how to get in shape with the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so we've been talking about the mind, how we perceive things, how we analyze things. So my last episode was talking about, are we programmed? Is our mindset controlled, and we become so predictable in what we will and will not do when it comes to what we eat, what we buy, and things along that nature. And this episode is talking about our vanity. How we got to the point to where we don't care how people see us. We don't care how they perceive what we do. So how I relate that, and let's get more into body image. Okay, if you look at how a lot of today, not all women, but how a lot of today's younger generation dress, you see, is more revealing, is more colorful. They're wearing more tight clothes. They're showing off their bodies more. Now understand this, we're in the highest point of being overweight and obese, which means our body image may not be the best, but yet we're still wearing highly, colorful, very revealing, and very tight clothes. So which means we not really being concerned with our physical image. We say, hey, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. It doesn't matter. Just like you see a lot of our young men who don't have that much as far as being overweight, even though it is getting higher for men, we're wearing clothes that we wear pants below our butt and things along that nature. So we're no longer caring about image. We no longer care about having a standard. We have become so desensitized that we don't even question what we see. Remember back in the day, I'm 47. So back in my day, you weren't allowed to come out of the house dressing in no kind of way. You weren't allowed to be walking the street dressing no kind of way. Somebody will stop you. Somebody will tell your parents or tell your teacher or tell somebody that you're acting inappropriate. So we had a standard back then that we no longer have today. Kids can pretty much wear whatever they want to wear. They're going to school wearing tight clothes, revealing clothes, skirts too high. There's so many things when it comes. Now, when it comes to being overweight and obese, certain clothes you wear are not very flattering. That they are not giving you the best look. And we're still comfortable with wearing it. And we have no problems. We don't say anything. And we don't even try to refrain. So that's where I'm going with body image. We no longer have a standard of dress when it comes to wearing what's flattering to your shape and size. Some things you simply should not be wearing. They're very unflattering. But do we hesitate? No, we don't. Does anybody question it? No, we don't. We just keep on doing what we're doing. Now, where we're at when it comes to correcting this, we're not moving at a very fast pace. We're not focusing on being healthy. We're consuming calories at an all-time high, which means we're eating more fast foods. We're going to restaurants more. We're drinking more sugary drinks. We're consuming more high glucose snacks. We're not slowing down. So how did we get to this point to where none of it matters anymore? Why are we so desensitized? And think about it. It's not just body image. It's across the board. Back in the day, we used to be scared of things. Like I said, a horror movie will come on. We'd be like, oh no, I can't see it. We'll cover our eyes. Now, we're no longer scared of anything. We'll watch it. Gory the better. Deal with demons the better. Monsters, devil, demon. It don't matter. We're all over it. We used to talk about sex in public. We definitely wouldn't do anything to embarrass our families in public. We're doing that more. We don't care what we do or how we do it. And a lot of us due to, the hip hop image, saying, hey, dress the way you want to dress. Sing the way you want to sing. Say what you want to say. Freedom of speech and all that kind of good stuff. Which is our right, but it's not to be abused. Okay? So we have been so desensitized to a standard that we no longer have none. So anything goes. And that's something that we have to correct if we want to have a future for this up and coming generation. Okay, we have to have a standard in which to survive. Okay, if you no longer care about your appearance, how are you going to go to a job dressed the correct way? And you're going to have a mindset to carry yourself a certain way. If you don't care, you're not going to conduct yourself in a way that's going to be pleasing to an employer. Okay, now we're in the age of obesity discrimination, where being overweight can be considered a hindrance to getting a job. So if you don't care about your body image, you don't care about your weight, you may be kept out of opportunities. So you can't let your mind get so free with what America gives you that you no longer have a standard that people can gauge you by. If you don't care, other people won't care. Okay? And let's talk about health. If you're not healthy, you're going to be unproductive, unmotivated. You're not gonna be able to perform to your max because you're gonna have physical limitations that don't allow you to do it. And if you're undisciplined in how you eat and how you take care of yourself, you're gonna be undisciplined in other areas. You see? And that's the vain mentality. We simply just don't care. You're gonna have to accept me the way that I am. That's today's generation's mindset. You should be able to accept me any way that I am. Now, personally, in your household, whatever you choose to do is fine. But how you conduct yourself by people gauge you under, that's something you may want to think about. And with social media and TV allowing anything to go, you don't see no boundaries in which to refrain yourself from until you're not getting a job or you can't find a job. Even though you're qualified, your image and your appearance is not allowing you to get a job. Okay? So don't let your non-caring, vain way stop you from being successful. Okay? That's a mindset. Once again, this mind, body, and spirit. Control your minds. Prepare your mind to be stronger and have more restraints. Then you will understand how to take care of your body. Then with your body being the way it wants to look and it's healthy and strong, you can do a lot more with it. Then you're fortified by your spirit. You have a belief and a faith that you can continue to walk this road out and live the life that God intended you to live. You will now have a purpose which you can actually pursue. Currently, we're not pursuing anything that we consider of worth by standards gauge. You know what I'm saying? We're just doing whatever. So that's why I'm posting this video of Are We Too Vain to Change? It's because we're no longer preparing ourselves for the future. We're not caring about education. We're not caring about our appearance. We're not caring about health. So what are we caring about? We're just caring about that 15 minutes of fame on TV and social media. That as long as we're in somebody's spotlight, we're okay. We're no longer valuing ourselves to such a degree that we no longer caring across the board. Okay, we really have to take a step back and find out what's important and why it's important. So the most important thing should be yourself. Should be, how do you feel about yourself? How do you want people to see you? What kind of life do you want to live? And are you approaching it with the mind, body, and spirit? This is what you must do on a regular basis. You must have a standard for yourself before somebody else will have a standard for you. If you don't care, why should somebody else care? Okay? And that's where we're at today. We're at the highest level of calorie consumption. That means we are maintaining a high level of overweight, a high level of obesity, a high level of inactivity, a high level of non-activity. We're not pursuing anything. Okay, we're just existing. That's not how it was supposed to be. But without reestablishing standards, you will never achieve the things that you're wishing to achieve with yourself. Okay? Because the first discipline you must have is with you. Controlling what you eat, controlling your weight, being more active, staying healthy, being disciplined in your appearance, and don't allow yourself to be in a position that limits your advancement in this world. Okay? So this is Darren. with another episode of Just Talk so we can listen. And I'm your starting over coach, give you my opinion on today's mentality when it comes to vanity. We simply do not care anymore. We're desensitized across the board. We don't care how we look. We don't care what we eat. We don't care what we do. We don't care how people see us. That has to change if we want to survive moving forward, because we have to have a healthier lifestyle in which we can grow from. So this is Darren, your starting over coach, with another episode of Just Talk so we can listen. My question is, are we too vain to change? Stay healthy, be safe, take care of yourself. If you want to find me, look for me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, my blogs. Just Google Darren and I'm going to be somewhere. Have a good day. Take care. Till you hear me again. Be safe.